one and only. No, but I've always loved Toronto. It has a great big city feel to it. And in fact, just last night I said, coming to Toronto makes me regret that I never lived in a big city. Not like a big population-wise, but the big city feeling of like Toronto or Chicago or New York, where there are these big old buildings set far back from the streets, and you can walk up and down the boulevard. There's a lot of personality here. We always want to stay longer, but we have to film you guys a TV show.
Hi. So my question is for both of you. I wanted to know if, like, out of all the movies and TV shows out there, past, present, whatever, what one would you want to play? Like, role would you want to play and why?
That's a great question. I've said this before, I don't know a lot of the current TV, just because between being on TV and traveling and a wife and a kid and other kind of hobbies and responsibilities, I don't get a lot of chances to watch. But I just started watching, I know I'm behind the 8 ball here, but I just started watching Breaking Bad. That's great. That's an awesome, awesome show. So I don't know about being on it, because there's a stigma to being on a show and seeing all. I mean, I'm a big, I've always been like, as a kid, I was a huge James Bond fan, and I think, and I think jokingly, my mom was like, "Well, someday you'll be James Bond." And I was like, "I hope not." Like, what? And I was like, "No," because I like being able to go into that world. Like I read Star Wars books and Lord of the Rings. Part of me would have loved to have been on Lord of the Rings, but hated it, because I like the movies, I love the books. So it's tough to say. Maybe Lord of the Rings.
I can totally see you as Jesse Pinkman too. That's,
I'll do it.
I would. There's. I'm very lucky to have gotten to play Dean Winchester for this many years and this long. But if I had to choose another character, I would want to stick with Dean, and the one from Gilmore Girls is probably. Probably what I would want to. I mean,
he can't have it.
Yeah, like Jared, we unfortunately don't get to watch a whole lot of TV just because we're immersed in filming it all the time. That said, there's a lot of. I would have liked to have been on a comedic show at some point. Maybe a funny character on Seinfeld or something. I would love to have been, but I was a little young when that was going on. So, oh well. Maybe sometime in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Hi.
Hi. So you guys travel back and forth between America and Canada all the time. And my question is, do you ever crave American food while you're in Canada, or like vice versa? Like, you can't get...
Yeah, you know what, I do, I'll take that, because I think the place I live has the most different food style. I mean, in Austin, it's a lot of barbecue and a lot of Tex-Mex. And I certainly crave barbecue and Tex-Mex when I'm in Vancouver. So yeah.
Same for me. I mean, growing up in Texas, there's a very specific flavor of Southwest, and you don't get that. It's hard to find up in Vancouver. I mean, it's hard to find in Los Angeles too. For me, they have more authentic Mexican food, which is also amazing. As you can see, we like Mexican food, and that's kind of difficult to find up in Vancouver as well. But so there are cravings, but luckily he and I get back home as much as we can, so we get to fulfill those cravings. And then when we're home for a long time, that's when we start craving Tim Hortons. What? Red vines?
Yeah, you can't get red vines.
You get red vines here?
No.
I'm out of here, I'm out.
Is there some sort of embargo thing going on?
And y'all don't have like ketchup chips in the States?
But you know what you can't get in the States? What is called clodhoppers.
Yeah.
Those little crunchy chocolate things, they're really good there.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Thank you though. Cheers. I want barbecue.
Hi guys, welcome back to Toronto.
Thank you.
So what are your current ringtones?
Mine's always been just a normal ringtone. I know.
I rarely ever have my phone on ring. I always have it on vibrate. You're reading my mail. Let's see what I have on here. Ringtone.
Is your phone on? What's your phone number?
Shut up! Here we go. Boring. Would you prefer it to be... No. Cliff, why are you calling me?
Call me.
What's your number?
512.
Shut up. Why aren't you calling me?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, well, a lot of that, I don't keep it on ring very often because sometimes
Jarev.
our phones are in our pockets on set, and it's $50 to the $5 Friday pot if your phone goes off while we're rolling. FYI, you guys ever come to visit our set? $50. Oh yeah, I remember that ringtone from like '96.
Who is it?
Yeah, it's $50, and the $5 Friday pot is just that. It's $5. You put your name into a pot. Do it every Friday. At the end of Friday, we pull a name and they get the pot. So, but sometimes the pot's a little higher because people's phones are going off. So that's why mine's on vibrate.
Or if there's a child actor on set and you curse, then it's a...
Oh yeah, that's...
it's a non-violent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go watch your P's and Q's.